Hello friends, welcome back to our series Data Science Interview Practice Questions, and we are going to discuss another 10 set of questions. Alright, and before we begin, we would like to clarify that in real interviews typically we don't have like question answer sessions, rather it's more of a discussion. So we will provide with a problem statement and a sample data set, and then we are going to discuss things around it, and among that discussion we'll have these questions coming up, and hence here we are just providing with those question answer sessions, and maybe if we meet someday we're going to discuss problems that way. All right, so let's begin. So one of the question is, can you explain a scenario where to use Lasso and Ridge regression? And typically this comes up when we are talking about reducing features, okay, and when we are doing feature engineering, and that's the scenario when we are doing this. Okay, so you can give yourself some 10 points if you could answer this question. All right, okay, why is it best to apply ridge regression after standardizing the predictors? If you know the answer, give yourself a 10 point. What are the potential problem in applying a linear regression? And if you know the problem, what are the ways we can solve them? And if it is a natural problem, then what are the other alternatives? It's very simple and straightforward. So if you know the answer, give yourself 5 points. In what context would you use AIC, BIC, or adjusted R-square? These are all error metrics, and you can explain with different scenarios. If you know the answer, give yourself 15 points. During the data analysis, how do you handle missing values? And if you find that the missing values are not because of some random event, rather it has a definite pattern, then how would you go ahead and handle such missing values? It has a lot of answers, so think through and provide it a valid answer. If you know the answer, give yourself 20 points. Next is, what is regularization? What problem does it solve? I have already discussed this a few minutes back. What problem does multicolinearity bring, and how can you remove that multicolinearity issue? What is Gaussian Random Variable, and can you explain what does it mean by normal Gaussian distribution? What is the specific value of the mean and the variance? If you can explain it with a real life example, give yourself a 20 points. How would you pick the number of clusters in a k-means clustering algorithm? And how is it different from k-nearest neighbor method? Are they same? Do they represent the same thing? Do they represent similar machine learning problem? Are they different? It's very straightforward answer. Give yourself 5 points if you know the answer. What is the difference between L1, L2, LP norm? There are also other cases such as L infinity and L0 norm. So please explain the difference with a real life example. If you know the answer, give yourself 15 points. These are the 10 questions we wanted to discuss. If you could answer all of them, well done. And if not, just go ahead and revise this question once more. These are pretty much appears in every machine learning or data science interview.